Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Mark here on the Golf Jedi YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing really well. Very quick video. I've decided to make a pretty big change to my camera setup after being predominantly working on the Canon platform for quite a long time. I've decided to go full frame and I've moved to the Sony ecosystem. So I've decided to go with the Sony A7C. Only had it for the last couple of days, so I didn't do the whole unboxing type videos. I wanted to get used to it to a certain degree for a couple of days before just giving my initial thoughts. And then what I'm going to do hopefully in the coming weeks is to give a little bit more of an in-depth overview in terms of somebody that's new to the Sony platform, the things you need to know about. So first impressions, I have to say, I've only got the kit lens. So it came with the 28 to 60 f4 to f5.6 lens, which I have to say I'm actually very pleasantly surprised with. The quality of the lens, it's super sharp, autofocus is really quick. Very happy with the lens, even though it's just a kit lens. I will be picking up another lens in a week or so, but I'll get to that in a second. So first impressions, the obvious thing that I will say is that the user interface is a lot different to the Canon one. So I'm coming from a Canon M50, a Canon M6 Mark II, where the user interface is, I suppose, a little bit more simplified, let's say. The Sony platform, at least the UI, takes a little bit of getting used to. It's not overly complicated, but it's just a different layout. And again, it just takes, like any switch, it takes time to get used to. So that's the first thing. Second thing I've noticed as well is just once you do get used to it, Sony is super easy to use. Now I'm recording this myself, obviously. I'm looking at the autofocus, it's eye tracking. I don't have to worry about focus. Focus on the Sony A7C is unbelievably reliable. You set it up the way you want it to work and it just works. Like, I can move around this room a little bit. I can see the box on my eye, it's eye tracking. It's just phenomenal. So in terms of doing two camera pieces like this, vlogging, you don't have to worry about focus in any way, shape or form. It just performs. So I'm super impressed with that. I'm also impressed about the picture profiles that you can have. You have S-Log, you have HLG, you have loads of other ones, Cine 1. So I'm still playing around with those to find what ones that I like for myself. I'm shooting this in S-Log 3. And then I'm going to do a little bit of color editing in DaVinci just to see how that goes. So yeah, picture profiles and the focusing, unbelievable. Very, very high performing. And then going to full frame. So coming from APS-C, the difference with full frame in terms of low light performance, even though I'm just using the standard kit lens, is just unbelievable. Also the depth of field, even though this is an f4 lens, it still can create really good depth of field when I'm taking photographs and making videos. So just overall, I kind of wish I had done this sooner. But again, I suppose I was only just getting back into photography and videography recently. So I suppose it was good to pace myself. So very, very happy with that as well. And having done some research over the last couple of days as well, the range of lenses that, not just Sony lenses, but other lenses from third party are quite wide as well. So I'm going to be investing in the 20mm 1.4 lens, or is it 1.8 lens, excuse me. I'm going to be getting, it's a fixed focal lens, so I'll be getting that probably at the end of September. And that's going to be my first kind of real and, kind of prime vlogging lens, whereas this lens that I'm shooting on at the moment is more for, I would argue, run and gun, kind of a mixture of photography, videography, traveling, that type of thing. Whereas I want to invest in 3 or 4 really good lenses. 20mm being my first. I'll probably get a good portrait lens after that, and then we'll see where we are from there. So that's really it. Just initial impressions. Really, I love the compactness of the camera as well. It's super compact. The flip screen is really good. It's a big bonus for Sony, obviously. I really like how compact it is, however, because I can put, I don't know if I have my, oh here, one second. I can put everything I need, at least at the moment, into this little camera bag. So I can put my camera in, I can put my mic, I can put my receiver in, obviously the camera and the lens, and you know, if I my spare battery, so anything that I need can go in that little bag, which is phenomenal. Now obviously as I add lenses and that type of thing, I might have to pop stuff into a bigger bag, but as it stands, everything can fit into that. And I use a Nebula tripod for vlogging, so I just stick it on a Nebula tripod and away I go. So even the 28mm lens here, once it's on the Nebula tripod, is actually really serviceable for vlogging. So if I was out on the golf course, or I was, you know, hopefully when we're able to travel again and we're, you know, out and about, I can just have that on the Nebula, and it's perfectly fine for vlogging. So that's another good thing as well. One thing I did invest in as well is some Peak Design, the Peak Design wristband. So you can have this attached to your wrist, so you kind of put on your wrist like that, and then the camera will kind of dangle. So it's just a good fail safe, because I'm not a big fan of the shoulder straps. So that Peak Design wrist strap is really handy as well. So that's it, just first initial impressions. It's a bit of a ramble, but again, really excited to have it. I traded in my old Canon M6 Mark II, and I just paid the difference. So really happy with this upgrade, I have to say. So as they say, kind of once you go full frame, you don't go back. So yeah, really looking forward to getting some high quality videos with this, and some photos as well. So if you're thinking about moving platforms from Canon or any other APS-C camera, what I would say is do your research, think about it. But ultimately, if you're looking to, I suppose, step up that level, get higher quality videos and photos, and I suppose maybe just enjoy your hobby or your kind of pastime a little bit more by getting better quality stuff, I would encourage you guys to upgrade and to change. So as I said, I'm going to post more videos later on when I've done some maybe some things and tips and tricks in terms of things that I've learned by watching other videos, doing my own research, that type of thing. And I might just share some kind of, you know, top 5s or top 10 things that you should do if you're brand new to the Canon, or sorry, Canon, all habits die hard, the Sony A7C, things that you should do, like just, you know, certain things in the profile, certain settings to change, that type of thing. So yeah, so that's it. Really happy with it. I'm gonna finish up now, and as I said, if you've got this far in the video, as usual, thanks. If you're thinking of buying the A7C and you have any questions, I'm not an expert, but I'll certainly try and answer them. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you then.